Hi there, welcome to Real Life on the Homestead, and I'm Marie, and it's day 3. How are you feeling? At this point, shit happens, and not for everybody, but for some people. I have a puppy bothering me. Go away. It does happen. Some people will get diarrhea, and I've heard people having explosive diarrhea. Thank goodness I was never in that state. When I first started carnivore, I did experience loose stools, but never diarrhea and never explosive diarrhea. So let's talk about why that happens. And I've also heard of people having constipation, but we need to clarify what constipation is because there is a misconception. So let's talk about the diarrhea first and explosive diarrhea. It affects your daily life. So two of the causes that you may not even be aware of would be, are you still consuming coffee? And are you consuming artificial sweeteners? Now, coffee is a laxative. And some people have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups a day. Some people live with a cup of coffee on their desk at work. That is definitely something that will affect your bowels. I used to have about 3 cups of coffee a day. I even used to brag about I could have an espresso late at night and it doesn't affect my sleep. Well, it affects the digestive system. And thank goodness, I'm pretty much having a cup in the morning and I don't want any more. I don't need any more. And it's just literally a habit. I could cut it out, and I probably will in the future. But right now, I'm still having my coffee with a couple of egg yolks. No sugar, no cream. I find that works for me. But if you are having a lot of coffee, think about cutting back or cutting back with some decaffeinated coffee. If you feel that you might go through caffeine withdrawals and you don't want to go through all kinds of withdrawals all at the same time. It's hard on your mental state. So maybe have a cup of regular coffee and a couple of cups of decaf if that's going to help you. The other thing is artificial sweeteners, which a lot of people put in their coffee. Artificial sweeteners are basically laxatives. So if you're having those diet pops, if you're having artificial sweeteners to make your food taste good, seriously consider cutting them out. That's why even with my LMNT electrolytes, I recommend using the raw unflavored. It's basically you're just replenishing your salt, magnesium, potassium, but you're not adding that artificial sweetener because the sweetened ones do have stevia in them. So keep that in mind. That is a cause of loose stool. The other thing is, if you've cut those out or reduced your coffee to 1 and you're still having loose bowels or diarrhea, then you may be consuming too much fat and you need to dial it down. What happens is your body produces bile to absorb fat. And once it's produced the bile that it needs for your body, any excess fat will get expelled. And if there's a lot in your bowels, then it will cause loose stools. Pretty simple. Hi, how can I help you? On the other side of the spectrum is constipation. People will say that they're experiencing constipation. So let's clarify what constipation is. It's not frequency. People think if you don't go to the bathroom for 3 days, you're constipated. No, that is not correct. Constipation is the dryness in your stool. So remember, right now you are having a nutrient-dense food. Meat has everything you need in it. So what happens is your body will absorb all those fantastic nutrients and then it has very little to expel. And that's why we call it waste. What your body doesn't want, it gets rid of. And when you're consuming such a great nutrient-dense food, your body will absorb most of it and you will expel very little. That means your frequency to the washroom may go from several times a day to every couple of days, once a week, sometimes even longer. But the test to know constipation is the softness of your stool. If your stool is soft and passing through comfortably, even if it's a week later, you're not constipated. You're just expelling the waste your body doesn't need. Remember that. It's not frequency, it's softness. If it is dry and hard, then you are constipated, and that means you need more fat in your stool. So what your body does is you consume more fat. What it doesn't need with the bile, it puts into your colon, and then what happens is it lubricates the tubes and helps push stuff out. You're not absorbing the water out of your colon because you've got that lubricant to push everything out. So I hope that clarifies for you. You can adjust your fat as needed to be comfortable. This will happen for the first little while because your body will be adjusting. You had a lot of garbage in there that your body needed to waste. And now you've got great food that your body absorbs and wastes little. Remember that. Now, having constipation and people telling you need fiber, and it always kills me. Friends and family always have advice, yet they've done zero research. They must dream their knowledge overnight when they're giving you advice without looking into it. But fiber is not a way to get rid of constipation. And I love analogies, so here goes another one. If you have a clogged toilet, do you put more toilet paper in it? No. You put in some kind of agent that will break things down and push them through the pipes. So in your body, when you're constipated, you put in fat, which lubricates the pipes and eliminates. I hope this information has been helpful. Keep at it. Don't let your body readjusting to the new way of life deter you, because there will be the negatives. I've said the first little while your body is adjusting, you're going to have maybe diarrhea. The constipation is usually later on that people aren't fat adapted. You're going to have those cravings. But after that first week, I honestly think you're going to start seeing some real improvements. My first improvement that showed me that something was working right was mental clarity. I started noticing a huge, huge difference. So I hope it's been helpful. Please make sure to like, subscribe for the next video, share with your friends. That's how you help our channel. I'm not asking you to buy me a coffee. I'm not asking for memberships, but I am asking that you share our videos. And go out, live your best life. We'll see you next time.